So welcome to my little house. Here we have my cutting-edge gaming rig that usually gets mostly played to play Escape Velocity. And then if you pull over here, you have my Windows 98 new old stock parts machine, which mostly gets used to play Star Wars Rogue Squadron. And fun fact, this is a PS4 controller plugged in via a USB 2 PCI card for Windows 98. And it works out of the box, so I can play old games like Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, or Rogue Squadron, or Midtown Madness, car games, Need for Speed 2. They all work with the controller, and it's amazing. See, I'll tell you a little bit about the stats. This big girl here, she's got a Pentium 3, 1 GHz, 512 meg of RAM, and a GeForce 2 MX. I also have a GeForce 4 MX 4400, but it's proven to give me some compatibility issues, so we decided not to do it. This is a 240E SSD, which is due to be installed later today, which is very exciting. See, unfortunately, we haven't managed to acquire a black floppy drive just yet, but that's all coming. And then if we go over here, you will see my PC, which is got a AMD 5800X 3D, NVIDIA GeForce 3070 RTX. You know, it does the job, especially I'm only running at 1080p, but I'm running at 144 Hz, so I can push pretty much anything on Ultra, which is nice. I do want to replace this monitor eventually, but she's doing fine the way she is. I'd love to replace this with a CRT, but it's also, you know, I don't have the space because there's a printer behind there. So I would like to, and thankfully this monitor does DisplayPort, DVI, and VGA inputs, so it's actually very useful for older machines because I've got a wider array of display inputs. And over here, we have my X-Wing miniatures. It's pretty cool. They go all the way up, including to the big boys at the top. On top of here we have the Normandy. Oh yeah. And this thing I made when I was 8, it's a fish. It's a fish. Hello. And here's my Communist Party stuff. I have an Ushanka and a soldier's hat that my wife bought me because she thinks it's cool. We've got a Stormtrooper, we've got Sabine, we've got Spock, we've got some Legos, we've got a Mini a friend of mine painted a long time ago in a D&D campaign 10 years ago, and that's pretty cool. And my Kodak Instamatic that I had since I was a kid, my Enterprise plaque, some of my teapots. I collect teapots, by the way. There's my old Polaroid camera. Some other X-Wing related things. And also, Sam says trans rights. Goodbye.